Welcome to Fret Reps. Triads. Part 5, Other Triad Shapes. Now that we've tackled the 1-3-5 triad, let's look at other shapes. Let's start in C, in the C major scale. The first triad you learned is the first 3 notes of the every other note sequence. Before we continue, let's remind ourselves about the dyads. Your dyad options are always the 3rd or the 5th. You may ask, what about the 4th? You have the 4th, but when playing in the key of C major, the 4th isn't part of the chord's local family. The 4th makes a good passing tone when creating a melody, but you don't want to stop on the 4th because that'll change your root note into an F. When playing a 1-5 dyad, you can either play the 1 and the 5 or the 5 and the octave of the 1, which is still a 5th dyad, but now it's a 5-1. So both the 1-5 and the 5-1 are a 5th power chord dyad. When you play a 4th with the C, this turns the C into a 5th and the 4th into the 1 of an F power chord. It's important to understand this because we will be referring to it a lot. What about the 6th? Not on the adjacent string as a dyad, because playing a C with its 6th on the adjacent string makes the 6th an octave of the A chord, and the C a 3rd of the A minor chord. So from the 1, your only options are the 3rd and the 5th. We've done the 1-3-5, but what if you played the 5th on the adjacent string? Now consider from the point of view of the 5th as if it was the 1. You can add a 3rd dyad or a 5th dyad, just like the C. The 3rd from the 5th is the 7th of the C, and the 5th of the 5th is the 9th of the C. But from the perspective of the 5th, you can also have the 4th. The 4th is no longer outside of the local family, because the 4th of the 5th is the octave of the 1. This octave is a C, which makes it a 5th power chord dyad. Now you have your triad shapes for the 7th, the power chord, and the 9th. Go up and down these 3 strings to get a feel for the other positions on the neck. The next 3 strings will have the same shapes, so practice them here as well. Just remember that when you change strings, you're switching to a new chord, and the one for that chord, the root, will be a different note, not a C. When you get to the next 3 strings, you're going to run into the B string shift, so the hand pattern will change. Just remember to start with your 1 and the 5, then choose the 3, 4, or 5 of the 5. Each option will still be a 7th, a power chord, or a 9th, but of the new root note. Same advice for the last 3 strings. With these neck labels, it's really easy to see your options. I have a DIY video and free downloadable printable graphics for the neck. Link in the description. As a reminder, for even more shapes, you could do a 3rd to the C with all those other options with the 5, whether the 5 is a part of it or not.